I'm not sure what it means to be part of society, other than it's a bigger version of the community, and lots of communities doing things for the greater good. And I do believe that society can be judged on how it treats its most vulnerable, and that's a good marker. Just like, it's a good marker for someone how they treat a waiter. It's how they can treat someone who can do nothing for them or to them. Lockdown's been me staying in since last St Patrick's Day. So St Patrick's Day 2020 was my first day inside, and we had to shield a little bit before everyone else did because I've got cystic fibrosis and diabetes. So doctors told me I should shield, and my family said the same. It was before everyone else did it, but we made a bit of a decision to close all our business as promoters. We'd put on about 20 gigs a month normally in our busy times. We had to stop all that because we knew it would be unsafe for me to be there, but it also seemed really unsafe for me to be promoting it to lots of other people. It's meant I can't put on any gigs, which was the lifeblood of my business, really. That's how we got our main income. So that's all stopped. It's in some ways it's been quite nice to have time with my family because it's quite hard to maintain a good family life when you're putting on lots of nights all the time. So that's been a good thing. It's also taken my head out of the sand, where we're often doing so many things all the time, we're not thinking so much about the bigger picture. So in that way, it's kind of opened my eyes to a lot of things, and it also made me realise how fickle my industry was and how unsecure it was. Same for a lot of people in my industry. They're all sound techs and crew, or people who just started out as promoters. I was lucky, I've been doing it 15 years, so I had a good record of all my taxes and incoming so I could get furlough and self-employment benefit. But for a lot of people who had only just started, if they'd only just done it within 3 years, they weren't eligible for any backup. So there's a lot of people in my business have stopped doing what they do and they've turned to other things. There's a few musicians I know that are now working as gardeners, and other people who are carpenters, and people who have kind of decided to drop music altogether. It was a shaky business to begin with. It wasn't very secure being in an industry when you're reliant on people paying for entertainment. Music's kind of been devalued the last few years anyway. People don't like to pay for it. But once this happened, there was very little support. As someone who is characterised as vulnerable, or I've been told that they're vulnerable, had to shield, that was a big thing for me. I've never considered myself before as vulnerable, and that's not how I like to live my life. But when you're told by the doctors that you may well die if you catch this, and it's a pandemic and loads of people have got it, and most of them are going to be your friends and family, then it's very scary. So I've just been shielding, and I've generally seen my parents and my family, and that's it, and haven't been getting very close distance with anyone. So it's very scary, and you have to go to the shop sometimes. We have had some deliveries, but it's quite scary when you see people walking around supermarkets and they're not wearing their masks. I do agree that, I don't think anyone should be totally enforced and things, but if what you're doing could harm someone else, I wouldn't, then I think it's maybe start thinking about other people. You've liked family holiday, haven't you? What's coming after family holiday?
Family adventure.
Family adventure.